I forgot to move my camera. Move this. I looked at the monitor and I was like, oh, wait, I forgot to move this. Shoot. Un momento. Oops. Hello, hello, hello. Incredible greetings. Let's lift you up a little bit more. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. That is okay, that audience has changed on that one. Let me go over here. Hey. All right, how do I turn that off? Hold on, y'all, over here. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to turn off this darn thing on TikTok. All righty. So, hello, 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 hello. Incredible greetings, everyone. I'm not sure if it pops up and it shows the title, but we are going to cancel. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So I came on to answer a question that I received in regards to the challenges. Was actually a two-part question. So I'm going to come on because I know some people did not see the announcement. And so I wanted to just do another video breaking down what's going on with live videos and Q&As and training sessions and things of that nature. Okay. So that's what we are going to do today. I need to hit share. Hello, hello, hello over here on TikTok. How art thou? I just need to share this to my groups real quick. And you guys may see this video come up often. If you've heard it before and you already know kind of what's going on, you don't have to rewatch it again. And because there are those who, maybe they weren't on Facebook last week and they might be on Facebook this week. So this video or this topic will come up. Oh, shoot. I don't even know what I did there. More options, share to a group. So it may come up again and you don't have to listen to it, every single time, but it'll pretty much be the same message. All right. There we go. I'll shut out. Hey, hello, everybody. I'm Shakia, the professor of HS Inc. 365. We are the home of the Honestly Speaking brand of products. We carry the absolute best sublimation paper and ink. If you don't know, our sublimation paper allows you to sublimate as low as 365 degrees, as fast as 30 seconds. We also have sublimation ink and pigment ink in 140 milliliter bottles. I must say, though, I'm actually quite proud of myself that I have gotten so comfortable with mentioning Honestly Speaking and HS Inc. first, because I was so used to always promoting Silhouette Studio, Silhouette America, which isn't my brand, and kind of leading with Silhouaholics Anonymous. Yeah, a lot of people know me for that. So we are the home of Silhouaholics Anonymous, which is the online platform where you can learn about Silhouette Studio and the Cameo machines and things of that nature. I've been teaching it for free for about 8-9 years now over on YouTube and Facebook. And I normally used to lead with that. And now I don't know, in that moment, even though I say it all the time, it was just something about that light bulb that went off that's like, hey, you're finally putting you and your company and your product first. Because the first thing that used to always come out of my mouth, no matter which platform I was on, was always Silhouette. I'm actually proud of myself in this moment. That's kind of crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. That was a whole little moment for me. I was kind of proud of myself in that. But anywho, we are the home of Silhouaholics Anonymous. And like I said, you can go back and you can watch 8 years of free content. Just about every single question that you can think of, I can guarantee you it's in a video. It is definitely in 8 years of content. And a lot of those over the past like couple years, especially during like the pandemic time, was live content where I was answering questions. I don't think there's any stone creatively, crafting wise, sublimation wise, silhouette wise that has not been uncovered. So if you can only consume our content or our information via the free platforms, you're just going to have to kind of get yourself a little note, make yourself your own playlist, and learn that way. But we do have classes. So the other part of our business is 365 Creative Academy, where we help you to unlock your creativity. So these are structured classes, things where you can go and you can purchase the exact information that you want versus filtering through 8 years of content. All right. So last week we made the announcement that I will no longer be doing live Q&As and demos that don't directly relate to something that we have going on. I won't be doing those anymore. I will still, of course, be doing live videos. It might be that I'm going to come on and just discuss something in particular. It might be a motivational message, things of that nature, but I will not be doing any more live Q&As, no more live demos, because there is 9 years of that. Part of it is if I continue to just put out content, all that other content is kind of like in vain, because it still holds true. The way that I teach, people are still learning from that content. So there's really no need for me to keep rehashing it and keep redoing it. At that point, I feel like I'm only doing it for views and just trying to make it easier for people to like find it. But it doesn't negate, like, I have all the information there. So it just wasn't really, it's there. Like me creating new content all the time. Like I like doing live videos. It allows me to be exposed to new people, different audience. However, for me, just to keep doing that over and over again, it just really wasn't, I don't necessarily do that part for money. That's not my YouTube. And the little small bonus checks from Facebook is not my bread and butter. Some people want a life where they are a content creator. They will create content so that they can get brand deals and they can get sponsorships and they can get a bunch of things. That isn't my story and what I wanted to do with my platform. My platform was simply that if I'm putting it on a free platform, even though they offer monetization, at the end of the day, like I'm doing it because you as a consumer didn't have to pay for any of this top tier information that I was providing. So I just kind of did a lot of a lot of content over the past couple of years. So because I'm not in this to be necessarily a content creator, I'm not looking for sponsorships, and for someone to kind of send me something for me to make I do videos on things that I purchased. I think there's only one thing that I have that I did not purchase with my own money that I've done like a review on or presented it, but I was interested in it. Like I really, 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 really wanted it. And the opportunity presented itself where I was able to get that machine directly from the president of Caesar when I met him at Impressions. So I do love my Romeo. It's just that, and I think it's a really great machine. I was supposed to spend all of September going over it, but I had to think about my business first. Caesar is, they are a well-established company. They didn't need little old me, but I was given this to be able to test it and show things and give them feedback from my professional opinion. And I've been using it, just not on camera. It's just really hard to try and set everything up to just show it on camera when I know that it's just a cutting machine for me. And if I'm not doing a lot of cutting right now, I'm focused on teaching design. It really makes no sense for me to kind of just show a machine to where it's influencing people just to buy a machine if you don't really need it. If your current machine serves your needs and you don't have a need for a larger one, I didn't want to just be putting content out there as if I'm pushing it on you to say, hey, get this. But don't get me wrong, it's amazing. The machine itself, program not so much, but that Caesar Romeo and I know someone that has like the Juliet, and I'll be communicating with them to see if the Juliet is just as good as the Romeo. Had I been in a position where I was doing a lot of vinyl and a lot of HTV still, I probably would spend a little bit more time with it. I love it. It just doesn't work in my space completely. Ooh, excuse me. So you don't see a lot of content with it. Normally when I'm actually cutting with it, it's a whole lot of other stuff around it. And aesthetically, that's just not great for YouTube. So that's why you don't see me do a lot with the Romeo. But it's just a cutting machine. Like once you set your settings, you're just putting it in there and you're cutting. And as far as design, I don't really, their design program does nothing for me in this moment. So I recommend still designing in Silhouette Studio, designing in Illustrator, designing in Affinity Designer, designing in Corel Draw, and then just uploading that file to Leonardo for anything that you can't do within their software. So that's, just part of the reasons why I stopped doing live Q&As and just making myself totally and completely available. And a lot of the times there weren't questions coming in. So I just realized that was more so for me, and you guys really did not need that. Like you're looking for certain information. I guess when you have the question, you'll ask the question. If we have a video, we'll direct you to it and tell you, hey, I'll tell you, yes, I have done a video. We recommend that you search our name and then whatever that keyword is, because I'm a long kind of description person and title person. So I'm normally very descriptive in my titles and things like that, to where it should pop up if I've ever done a video on, any particular project or design or troubleshooting, any type of information you want. Just search Silaholics Anonymous, and then whatever the keyword is, if you're looking for something specific when it comes to designing, or search Honestly Speaking, and then whatever project. If you want to know how to make a sash, how to split up a design, if you want to know how to do a tumbler, if you want to know how to layer vinyl, if you want to know about screen print transfers, how to apply them, how to order them, all of that information is on our YouTube channels. Okay. So yeah, some people will say that I just like watching and listening to you. And I definitely appreciate that. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate it. But at the end of the day, me doing so much content where it's not beneficial for us. I don't have an outside job. Like our company and what we do here is our bread and butter, right? So if I'm spending more time just creating content just for people to listen and watch, and it's not converting for us, it just doesn't make sense, right? Because at the end of the day, we still have bills also, okay? What's the name of my YouTube? So I said them both. We have Sillaholics Anonymous and then Honestly Speaking. The link in the bio has a link tree that goes, and there's a link on there for all of our channels. So we really have 3, but those are our 2 main ones. My 365 Creative Academy, I haven't really started just putting like just regular content on there. So it's Honestly Speaking, SPINKING, and then Sillaholics Anonymous. That's the Silhouette channel. But I definitely appreciate it. And the fact of the matter, like the truth of it is, although there are so many people and who have been like, they've been with me since like day one. Some people I say day one, but it was when I realized I was more valuable to certain places than I was being appreciated. And I kind of stepped out. I was already on my own, but I just stepped it up a notch. And there's those who were, they made the switch with me and they've been riding with me. And I really appreciate it. And it's nothing to you guys. And to say like me making this decision is not that I don't appreciate the support, those who do share, those who do like the video, who give it a thumbs up. I appreciate all of it. But at the end of the day, it doesn't pay our bills. You know, the likes, that stuff doesn't. It's when people are actually, purchasing our classes. I can give all this free content, but YouTube, like, they pay pennies for the amount of hours that I spend, and I sacrifice hours that I could be doing money-making tasks for our company in an effort to help those and identify the fact that not everyone has the funds. Our signature, our flagship course, which is $103.65. To some, I know that is, hey, that's a tall order. Like, I barely have, what my grandmother used to say. Is it 2 quarters or 2 nickels to rub together? I forget how my grandmother used to say it, but I know that not everyone has that. Even though we have Sezzle, even $25 a month or $28 a month can be a lot, in someone's current situation. And I get that, but I wanted to make sure that I was providing information and providing content that you can watch that and you can take that. And, if you're looking to turn your creativity into dollars, you are able to do that. So I tried to do that within the free ones, but just got to a point looking at the numbers. It almost feels like you're being pimped out by the different platforms. TikTok is a little bit different for me because it's a newer platform. It's a newer audience. So I will be doing, and we have a TikTok shop. So I kind of sort of have to do so that the algorithm kind of does its thing over there. So, hey, I'm out. I just did a live Q&A and some demonstrations over there this morning. So it's not that I won't totally be live. I will still be doing lives. I'm still in groups, always answering questions. But the question came up on the challenges. So we started about 2 weeks ago. So we've had 3 so far. We have one coming up this week. I will have the information out tomorrow for the challenges. Hopefully, I'm trying my best, even if everything is not set up, to have the list of what they all are, because on the last challenge, there were quite a few people that said, hey, can I just pay for all of them all at one time? Like, can I just pay for the full month of challenges? Because we pretty much do like one a month. I mean, one a week, and sometimes it'll be 2 per week. So it was like, just ask the question, hey, can I just pay for all of them? So we're trying to, I have the ones for this week, but because people want to pay for them all in once, and that means I have to have them there so that they can use a code to get them all in one. I have to upload and I just do all of them. So it is coming. So that's why I said, hopefully tomorrow is my goal to have all of this month's challenges posted. So do the challenges replace the 30-day is the question that was asked of me. And no, thank you so much for the heart me. Okay. It doesn't, she's like, you got to do what you got to do to pay your bills. Wait, actually, you know what? I'm so sorry. I just started talking, and that's normally not me. Hello, incredible greetings. I did not welcome anybody. I just went into my little thing. So hello, incredible greetings. Hey, period. Hey, hi, hey, just say incredible greetings. Hello. She says, it sure is. I had false hope with the Cameo 4 Plus because of you. I had gotten by. Thank you. Alrighty, so hello. I will surely miss your Q&As, but I understand. Okay, so the 30-day is to teach you and break down the tools and functions. It allows you to go right to that tool and either let it be a refresher or just get an understanding of what that tool does. When you click on it and you click this and you hit this button, what happens? And eventually the dots will connect. And someone said that in the challenge, and it's like this, like the 30-day is starting to make sense to me now. So some people will need to have the challenges to help them understand the 30 days more. And then there's some who are like, because they took the 30 days, the challenges and the designing part makes sense to them. It does not replace it. What the challenges are right now is really a tester for me, because part of our new bachelor's program that's going to start the new year, we're going to be doing things like this, like doing simple, basic designing. I got caught up in this. In so many groups, you see people trying to do these like big, elaborate things. And I think that for me personally, I think the best way to learn is starting simple and building gradually. But I know when you want to turn it into a business, we want to kind of get to the bag. And it's like, look, I want to learn everything and I need to learn it in like 6 hours. I know that's exaggeration, but that's kind of the vibe that I was getting. You know, some people did not appreciate when I have these videos. They are very simple videos and they don't get the views. But then when it's a thumbnail that looks like, oh, wow, I'm doing all this extravagant stuff, it's getting the views. But you can't get to the extravagant without understanding the basics. So I needed to make sure before I invest my blood, sweat, and tears into the bachelor's program, teaching from the beginning, that I had an audience of people that actually wanted to learn from the beginning and that they were willing to gradually grow. Y'all can also thank Miss Wood because it was the last couple of things that she posted, and I got a Facebook memory, and then I realized that she had been with us since 2019, as like soon as the year the academy started. I think she had taken a class maybe in 2018, but like really getting into the nitty gritty of it from 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4 years. And when I look at her designs and the fact that, like, I mean, the simple stuff, it was working. Like, her designs are absolutely amazing. Her understanding of designing. So I was like, this was like right on time. Like, me seeing that post was right on time with where I was kind of going with this. I really, really, really want to focus on it. I want to catch people at the beginning so that they learn correctly. And it's not like just jumping into it and you're consuming all of this information, and 4 years down the line, you're still operating like a beginner. Like nothing is connecting because you're skipping over. I know that's going to shorten my audience. Like, it's going to make my audience a lot smaller, those who appreciate learning from the beginning. But if you were to go to college for this, you got to start at the beginning. They take you through beginning steps. You're not just jumping into creating banners and all these different things. Like, it's little by little, learning one design technique at a time and then just building on that. If that's what I really want, I kind of have to be okay with maybe, decreasing my audience to gain a larger audience, to find those who are going to appreciate learning from the beginning. And the way that I teach, to me, I feel like it is definitely college level. As far, but you don't have to pay, college tuition type prices. So that's where I'm just kind of at now. So the challenges don't replace that. Nothing will ever replace the 30-day because I don't have anything that takes you through all of the tools and where I break it down. Like, I break down every single tool, the function, breaking down compound paths, release compound paths, subtract, the differences between subtract and compound path and when they're different. But the challenge is, and when people are interested now, they're asking questions, and someone asked a question in the last one. Okay, I hear you keep saying that. I'm in the 30-day, but, is there a way where you can kind of, show that just so I understand it a little bit better? I did that, and it's like, the light bulb went off. So they are like all the challenges are really complementary to the 30-day. But everything starts with the essentials of Silhouette Studio. Learn Silhouette Studio in 30 days. Everything starts there because you'll know where the icons are. If I just say go to modify, you're going to know where to go versus, okay, I don't know where it is, but then you're afraid to say which icon is modified. I don't mind that in my classes, but when you take the time to at least understand where everything is, it's just going to make your life 1,000 times easier when it comes to designing. They are very good. She has done very well with your teachings and mentoring. Yes, Ms. Wood has been doing the thing, man. So someone says, I have to admit, I jump in and out. You changing the way you engage will force me to focus and gain comprehensive knowledge as opposed to getting stumped and running to a video here and there. It's better for the serious creatives. Oh, thank you for that confirmation. Hello, professor. I appreciate learning from the beginning. P.S. I am a college professor. Yay. Thank you for that. All right. So it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't replace it, but it will help. Now, if you are not able to do 30-day training and like right now, you can only do the challenges. Now, the other part of with like YouTube, especially is it's almost like I was handing you my 20 some years of knowledge on a silver platter. And hey, if it comes up, it comes up. I watch it and people were not watching it with intention, not knowing what this video really is going to be about. So now you are forced to kind of come through my platform. It's so many people who learn from me and I'm constantly building on their platform and I'm not getting anything in return. Now, for the free preview, it is still going through YouTube. I don't stream it to Facebook at all. It goes through YouTube, but at least I'm capturing and I know exactly who is consuming my content. So that's why for the challenges, anything design wise, I'm still offering you guys free help and, free learning tools. You just have to go through my academy. You have to take you have to take a step to say, this is information that I want. So even if you're not signing up for the VIC, which is very incredible creatives, even if you're not signing up for that and you just want the free tutorial, you still got to go through my platform. That is showing me that you actually want this information. I could not tell who wanted this information and who didn't just by uploading it to or just going live on YouTube or Facebook. So I just needed to do things that is actually going to help my company. When you want to be able to get investors and you want to be able to grow, I'm not you. And if I don't know if you guys know this, but in business, especially if you're starting off and you're not the person that's investing in others, you need other people's money, right? So in order for me to combine with the business plan and to get people to invest in what we're doing here, because the plans that we have, especially if you're local, for just teaching this, it's going to take investments. And if I go and I'm showing this and it's like, oh, okay, well, you saying that you're the best at this, but your numbers not really reflecting that. They can't see how many people inbox me and I'm, helping them via inbox. That doesn't help numbers for, when investors or if I'm looking for sponsors and they want to see it. I had someone say, you just have 30,000 subscribers. But baby, my impact goes well beyond that. I have videos where people are sharing them. It's like no one else breaks it down like that. They may not choose to subscribe, but they are definitely learning from the content. So for what I need to do, I have to be able to show numbers. And one of the ways I can do that is knowing who's consuming my content, and that you have to go through my academy in order to even view a free tutorial. Now, outside of that free tutorial, if you join VIC, it's a totally different ball game. I'm not sure if anybody's here that has been to any of the VIC access for the challenges. It's broken down for you. You can share your screen when you have questions. I am helping you get an understanding. And even though you may not fully get it in that video, like in that session, at least it's on the video and you can go back and you can write notes. The challenges will continue until the end of the year. And then the bachelor's program will start come January. The 30-day training is still needed for the bachelor's. There's no way around it. That is our flagship course. That is the one that, hey, if you're really trying to learn from us, just enrolling in that lets me know how serious or not serious you are about this, because that is where you're going to learn all of the tools of Silhouette Studio. Okay. Thank you. Keep dropping those gems. Did I say I teach business and office technology courses? Keep doing what you're doing, and thank you for sharing with us. No problem. All right, so I actually do have a meeting to go to, but I just wanted to come on because, like I said, that question was asked. Is this replacing, or can I just do the challenges to learn? The challenges allows me to teach it, and you kind of know up front this is going to be an hour and a half to 2 hours, because it's, oh my God, I want to learn, but her videos are so long. When you see like how I'm teaching, and that hour and a half or that 2 hours, it's straight learning. Like, it is not fluff. I don't think many of my videos, when I'm like 2 hours, unless I'm just doing like a Q&A and it's just like, just like a shoot the breeze, it's a Q&A. But anything teaching wise that has taken a long time, I'm teaching from moment one to like from minute one until wherever it ends, I'm teaching. So I feel like if you take the challenge and it's telling you this is an hour and a half long class, you are coming in expecting to have your butt in the seat and watch this for an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. So you can't go and say it's too long when I let you know how long it's going to be. And if it goes longer, I try to make sure that everything is within that first hour and a half. And then anything after that are for the ones who want to be there. It's almost like doing a study session right within the Zoom session. So I do that and I stay on for those who really, really want it. If you don't want to stay on, you really get everything that you need in that I do, and that part of that we do. Anything after that, the Q&A part is just a bonus. So I'm giving you guys all of that. As of right now, it's just $5.63, which, to be honest, by the time the transaction fee, the percentage comes out, and then the transaction fee of 30 cents, it's not like I'm over here getting rich off of it. But I just need to know that you guys want it. So even if you're willing to pay $5.63, that means that you want the information. To me, that's the indicator. I don't feel like I have to go and charge $25, $50 for it to know that you want the information, because I know everybody's not able to do that. But I want you to set yourself up and be in a position where you can get some knowledge and some information where you can take that and you can flip it and you can actually make some money yourself, if that is what you are watching my content for. Yes, everything that I ever teach, everything is always recorded. They actually, so much so to where when I started, I let them know this is being recorded. You have to write, I consent to being recorded, in the comments. Literally every last one of my Zoom sessions are like that. So you can go on and you have access, and you have unlimited access to the playbacks of it to go back and watch as many times as you need. Yes, the VIC is great from the one challenge I have taken, and looking forward to future challenges. There's actually 3 of them, so you can enroll in all 3. Longer is always a huge bonus. She says, crazy price. Is this a one-time fee or a monthly? Every challenge has a fee. Every single challenge has a fee. Now, the 30-day one technically is a one-time. It's $103.65 to have the full breakdown of Essentials to Silhouette Studio. And you can break that up into 4 payments using Sezzle, using Shop Pay, or PayPal, buy now, pay later. So you would just pay them, in installments, but you would have access to the full course. As far as the challenges, each one has a price to it. Ooh, excuse me. I know some people will say for the amount of information that I give, it's a crazy price, but I know my audience, and there are those who will contact me, and I'm grateful that they feel like they can come to me in inbox or email and let me know, hey, this is my situation. I really, really want to learn this, but money is tight for me. Because this was never about money for me. I mean, yes, again, don't get me wrong. I don't have an outside job. I could not do an outside job and teach to the capacity that I teach. I'm up, like it's so much that I have to do beforehand. The prep of it, finding images, just planning out, teaching all of this. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. It takes a lot before you guys even see it. I would not be able to do that and work an outside job. This is my job. This is my bread and butter. So I'm always willing to help someone. If I have to go, just recently, someone got access to a program for a very, 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 very reasonable price. So it may seem crazy, but if I have enough support and you guys are spreading the word, and it's an hour of my time in the class. And I say, like, overall for one challenge, it might be anywhere from 5 to 10 hours of work, depending on like literally from setting up the course to any type of emails and all that. Like, so somewhere in there. But if more people are joining in, I don't have to necessarily charge this crazy amount. I want to reach more people and help more people, and not just kind of have a few loyal people and then charge you guys. Why should I penalize those who support heavy by saying, okay, well, because I have no support everywhere else, I'm gonna make my monthly revenue goes off the backs of you, and I'm gonna charge you an arm and a leg. No, I want to reach the masses, so I'm trying to make it affordable. And I think the more people go and they let them know, I guess you would say it is a crazy price. Maybe that is a good thing that people are saying that price is crazy, because a lot of the times with these mega coaches and stuff like that, they have these high tickets to where some people may see it as, well, if she's only charging $5.63, she must not be giving information. Like, I need me a class that's going to teach me everything. Like, people think that they have to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get the level of teaching that I provide. So it's like, if it's more people going back to it, leaving an honest review. If you are watching the challenge, leave a comment. Those things help. Like, if y'all are learning from someone and they're pouring into you, it doesn't take much for you guys to pour back into the people who are helping you by just typing out a few words, like leaving a review, leaving a real comment, not just, oh, this was great. Like, let people know what it is that you gained from it, so that more people want to. And then they'll start to see that it's not $5.63 because I'm getting nothing. It is $5.63 or $13.65 or $23.65 because she understands that everybody ain't got it. Okay. So I'm grateful I don't feel left out and I can afford it. Oh, thank you, Ms. Dawn. I just tuned in. Can you repeat the challenge? What is about? What is the challenges and how much does it cost? Will do. Give me 1 second. I want to be in everyone all of your time. I love the Zooms, but if I miss it, I can still get it. I know it's a lot. I teach online and it's a challenge to have a work-life balance. I'm paying thousands of dollars for my master's degree and only hear from my teacher once or twice. Oh, wow. Dang. Can't wait to get back to this. I'm going to always follow you. I'll be back soon. Awesome. I need to work on that and do my part. Okay, let's see. I'm in the 30 day. I'm glad I can go at my own pace. Okay, so I'm going to show the screen right now. Present, share screen, entire screen. There we go. And add to stage. There we go. And let me turn you guys around. And I got to hurry up and hop off of here. Uh-oh. Gonna come back to me, I think. Okay, maybe not. All right. So I'm just going to go back home and, wait a minute. We're going to come over here. All right. So we currently have 3 design challenges. I teach from Silhouette Studio. That is the program that I choose to teach from. Some people are like, oh, it's not a commercial one. I use Photoshop. You know, they real like that Halloween when they real bougie about their graphic designing softwares and what they offer. And it's so much superior. They don't even know how to use Photoshop, but hey, I use Photoshop because I'm a professional. I want to be a professional. I'm a professional as well. And baby, I freaks the hell out of Silhouette Studio because I understand designing and know that the software isn't really as important, especially for beginners and basic things. As you need to do more, yes, then you go on to different design softwares. So with the challenges, every single challenge will have a free preview. The link is put there once the live starts, once the live stream starts, but you still have to go through our academy to be able to see the free preview. All you get is me going through the steps, just like any other tutorial that I have done. If I'm showing how to design something, hey, this is what you do. You're going to click here. You're going to do this. You're going to do this, do that. I'm going through all of the steps. No different than a YouTube video. This one actually, I'm actually hurting myself, to be honest, because the way that I need to do it, because it's unlisted, it doesn't qualify for any ad revenue. So I'm not making 1 red cent. When you guys watch the free preview, I make not 1 red cent on it because of how it is uploaded. Not one. So it is totally free to you and it's no revenue for me. It's 100% free. But when you do the VIC access, very incredible creative, right? You pay $5.63 for the beginner ones are within that range, $5.63. Then there are some that's going to be a little bit more complicated and they will have to be more. There are going to be some challenges where we are going to have to split it up over the course of 2 days, because if not, we would be in a training for 5 to 6 hours, like, because you have to remember, you're learning. For me, just to do it, it will not take that long. But if you are learning, I don't teach in this, okay, do it, wait 2 seconds. All right, cool, moving on to the next. I give you an opportunity to find that tool and for you to do that next step. I pause in between every single click because it is meant to be a learning experience, not just teaching, not just showing it. So yes, they are a little bit longer. There are going to be some where we're going to have to break them up. And because it's multiple days, the price point is going to be different. But for these beginner ones, it's $5.63. With that $5.63, you get access to the entire training, the entire challenge. So we do what's called I do, we do, you do. So I show it all the way through, no breaks. Then we do it together. I do it, I pause. I do it, I pause. I ask, are there any questions? You have opportunity. Hey, I missed this. Like, raise your hand. You can unmute, ask these different questions. So we get through all of that. Then we do an I do. So that's now your opportunity to show a little bit of what you have learned. When it's something that is like a really, really big project, I'm not having you do the whole thing because, again, you are new to this. That will take up a significant amount of time. So I will call on volunteers. Okay, you do this one part. Okay, now you do this. You do this. So that's kind of how we set that up. You get access to, like, I do the worksheet. You don't have to go find anything. You open up that worksheet. You're ready to learn. You get a resource guide. So then you can see it, print it out. And when I'm saying go to this tool, because they don't really say it on there, the resource guide puts the name of the tool. That way you get to familiarize yourself the way the icon looks and what the tool, like what the name of the tool is. You get a note sheet. And then you also get access to that video broken down. So I pause my recording and start it. Pause, start, pause. So now when you go into your dashboard, it's like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Maybe you don't need to go back to the, maybe you don't need to see the I do. Maybe you want to go to the we do, and it's like certain parts. You can go to just that section whenever you are in VIC. So it's a, no matter how you learn, there's something for you in having VIC access. I teach online for real, and my college will not allow me to not engage with my students at minimum weekly. Oh, wow. I'm in the 30-day and I'm a recreational crafter working full time. I love self-paced also. I love self-paced. Also, I like the ability to see everything in one place in order rather than searching for videos. Exactly. And that's what I said. Some people like that because it gives you everything. Okay. That's me too. I'm also working through 30 day. I'm on day 3 and I've had the training almost a month. And it's okay to move around, guys. You don't have to go in order. If you are like, man, I need to do this project for an order and I need to get a better understanding of tracing, you can go straight to the tracing module. You don't have to do it in order. Yes, every last one of my classes, you have unlimited access to it for the lifetime of the website. So provided something happened to Thinkific, you have access to it. But even if it does, there are fail safes, there are backups. The other place where you can consume the content, I don't think it'll ever go anywhere. And if they do, I download my student list on the regular. So if I ever can't be on that platform, I record everything. I can always switch over to a new platform and you will still have access to it. It just will take some time to get it all uploaded. The time varies. Like we had one on a Friday at 6 p.m. The one on Saturday was at 11 a.m. All times are Eastern Standard Time as we are located in Florida. Is this the basic training? So these are challenges and they are taught on a beginner basic level. But the basic training, like the one to where you are learning Silhouette Studio, that would be here. The Essentials of Silhouette Studio. This is truly the basic. This is where everyone should, try to start here. Save up for it. I know, you got bills and stuff, but if you're trying to turn this into a business, if that is your desire to turn whatever you're doing creatively, whatever you're doing as a craft, and you know that your desire, whether it's once you retire, if it's you're trying to start in the next 6 months, if you want to leave your job in 3 months, a little unrealistic, but whatever it is, if you know that your ultimate desire is to make it a business, I'm telling you, start here. Find a way to start here. Do you teach how to design images for a roll-in? There was no specific way to design something for roll-in. I have posters that I've done. I've had things that I designed it and I printed out the poster on my roll-in, but then I put that same design on a tumbler. Now, if you're talking about cutting it, once you design it, it's just a matter of applying your cut lines. I have videos on that, but that's something I teach that part for free, how to set your cut lines. That's not designing. There's no specific way to design for any print method or any decorating method. So if you have the one that was originally like 83.65 and now it's like 103, no, there's no different to that 30-day training. Nothing. That will not change. Now, the bachelor's program, this will be the foundation, but we will have live like study sessions and then go into live practice sessions and live designing sessions. So over the course of 6 months, but that is the bachelor's program. But it's going to stem from like the foundation of it, the workbook, the book that you have to, your curriculum. There we go. The course curriculum will be based off of the 30-day training. I just need help with decorating and designing. So that you can't say just like you're really saying that. Like, I mean, you may not know what you mean, but it's like, I just need help. And that comes off as it's like, okay, I don't need everything else, but decorating and designing, that is the main thing. But it's not just for the rolling. So with my trainings, you learn to design and you can apply it to anything. So even though it doesn't specifically say Roland, if you want to design, my classes are where it's at, because you're going to be one step closer, because you'll have the vector line, and then you save that as a PDF. Then you're able to open that in Illustrator, apply the cut lines, and then send it to your Roland if you're doing something that requires you to cut it out. But there's nothing specific for that. And or to say like, I just need this part, because designing really is the biggest part of this industry. Okay, so the challenges that are up right now was the first one, which we did the Barbie cutout. You don't have to watch that or enroll, and then you're like, oh, I don't plan to do a foam board cutout. It's not about the end project. It's about understanding the steps. Some of the students in the challenges picked up on that because they asked, oh, is that like what we did in challenge 1? Yes, same thing. I remember Terry saying, oh, a lot of these steps are actually the same, and it's almost in the same order. Aha, it is. So don't think about what, look at it and say, oh, well, I don't celebrate Halloween. I don't need to know how to do anything with Halloween stuff. It's not just about that. It's about learning the design techniques. So we did a lot of creating a 3D effect in that training. The breast cancer one, using replicate. I know it was a few people that asked, well, how can I even change? Like the questions in that one was pretty good too. So there's a lot of designing. I'm just using these different things to teach you the design techniques, how to use these tools and functions. And you'll see that a lot of them are the same from design to design to design. It's just that you're giving yourself more practice. You don't have to design this and say, okay, I'm designing this to put it on a shirt. I'm designing this to put it on a tumbler. I want you guys to want to take these challenges because they are about designing, and be proud of it. If it never goes on anything, if you never sell it, it's going to help you when it's time to create a design that you are going to sell. But come on over. I teach you about designing. You'll learn about, whether it's vector or even if it's like something that has a background to it, but having that vector line, and then you can watch our video on how to set your cut contour lines. Okay. All right, I got to go. I got a meeting to go to, but I just wanted to come on and just, remind you guys there are no more Q&As, because although I'm very, appreciative. I got a couple inboxes today asking, was I okay? Because they had not seen me live doing a Q&A. So it was amazing to know that I was missed and that you guys noticed that I was not online like I normally am. So that was pretty good that, you guys were checking on me, because they also know that I had a heart attack back in June. So they were just kind of checking to make sure that I was good. I wasn't having any health issues. I was like, oh, that is so friggin' dope. I love my peoples. I love my tribe. So yeah, that's why I will not be doing any more like live Q&As for the foreseeable future. Like at least not in 2023. Okay. It's always going to be something where it's me coming and just providing information. And that works out for me to where I'm not saying, do you have any questions? And I don't see anything. And then I'm now feeling like, well, dang. So it'll be informative information. I still have some things planned out where it's just going to be motivational. And yeah, but the challenges are where it's at if you're looking to learn. All right, y'all. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity. Be incredible. Visit shop. Okay. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. One more thing. I know I forgot to say. Let me go back to sharing my screen. If you only want to enroll in the free learning, you're missing your fix of watching me live, learning new things, you can go directly to the academy. And whenever you click on one of the challenges, it's going to say free preview right here. You click on that, it will add it to quote unquote your dashboard. But when you go into it, you're going to go up here or this one, and it's going to say like, this is where you click at to watch it back. Okay. You have to click here to watch it for the free. And then if you try and click here, it's going to tell you, you don't have access to that information. You have to buy the training. but all of the downloads. And as you can see here, all of the, I'm going to move my head, all of the playbacks, like I said, it's broken down. Part 1, I do. Part 2, Q&A, 1 starburst, how to view. So I'm putting on there exactly like the questions that was asked. Part 3, we do 1, because we just did the starburst and the gloves. Then it was another Q&A. Part 5 was adding the text. Then part 6 was you do, meaning someone shared their screen. And then we had another Q&A and we closed out. Okay. Let's go to this one. I think, okay, so same thing here. To watch the free preview, anyone can go and sign up for the free preview now. You don't have to wait for a new challenge. Free preview is always open. Just create a free account on our site, 365creativeacademy.com. 365creativeacademy.com. And then, of course, it's going to tell you you can't get access to it. And okay, y'all couldn't see that part. So the downloads, and then here, this was 12 parts. Like we really end up breaking this down. The intro and the I do, the Q&A, part 1, because I went through it. Hey, do you have any questions? Part 3, we do. It was just the icons. I ended up teaching the bonus icons in that one. And then then we taught about subtracting to make a cut ready file. Then we added the webs and the bats. Then the you do, someone did the pumpkins, and then someone did the skull, and then how to make it cut ready with subtract. Then we had the first Q&A. Then we had another Q&A about sublimation and vinyl. And then we had the closing part. So 12 different parts to this. We were on for a good little minute, but they had really great questions. Okay. No, these are not the same. So if you had old lessons, I mean, technically, like, I mean, I'm gonna say it. When it comes to designing, it might be some of the same techniques. Like you might be seeing cropping and subtracting like over and over and over again, but these are all new images. Yeah, I would never go and just redo it and just kind of use the same ones. They're all new images, and you learn differently with every image. Every image is different in how you set it up. So that's that. Now, when it comes to the very first one, here is, of course, the live playback. But the first challenge is the only one where you get to see all of the steps, like the I do, we do, you do. You get to see all of that. You get to hear all of the questions. Only the first one is like that. Everything else, I do, and then the feed stops. You don't get to hear any, you don't get to ask any questions. You don't get to hear any questions, because then like what would be the purpose of doing VIC? So you don't get to hear any of the questions. I just show you, that's it. You're still getting your free tutorial the same way that I did on my regular YouTube channel. Okay. And then same thing here when it comes to the playbacks, you get the broken down ones, you get the downloads and things of that nature. Now, if you just want to do free, like I said, you come through here and under home, you'll look for the courses. You just click on it and go to free preview. You can also upgrade to VIC from here. But if you know that you want to go straight to VIC, it is best to do it from our shop site. Same exact thumbnails. But at least here, you're building up your rewards points. After so many purchases, you might be able to get free sublimation. You'll probably have $20 worth of rewards points. You can get free paper, or you might be able to enroll in a free class that's $20. Or, after so many classes, challenges, you get to attend another challenge for free. So you can build up your rewards points here on the shop site. But if you come here, you're paying for it. You cannot get free access from the shop site. Shop means you're paying. Okay. We ain't got nothing free where it says shop. All right. That's just a mental thing. You come over here, expect to spend money. Nothing over here is free. Okay. But the free access, you can do that from our Academy site. All right. All right, y'all. I am out of here. Until next time. Peace.